You at home selected, damn, island hopping to be the next one, which is have a presence on as many different islands as possible. The players are free to choose whatever nation they want to pick, but if they pick that nation, then they do not get to pick it again. And I think it's time we get cracking. In 3, 2, 1, we go from now. Time has started in which could be the last episode.
In Habibi's game, ladies and gentlemen. He has chosen the nation of England. Very, very strong start. One of the options we were considering with right at the start, and we appreciate the support, Zeller, right there.
Saying it's been great, fantastic. Thanks, mate.
So, as England, what are your options, right? All of this is 1 point, chat. All of this is 1 point because it's a province on an island. 2 points, 3 points, but expansion opportunities as England are insane. If you nab this, it's 4 points. If you nab this, 5, 6, 7, 8 right there. You grab just one province in Iceland, you don't got to get all of it. It's 9 points. Then you got Denmark right here. 10, 11, 12, 13, right? Then you go over here, 14, 15, 16. So just 16 provinces you can nab in the northern region of Europe right here.
I want to talk about my POV because we don't even know what Florry is playing as. It's Aragon. He gets one stability as his first event.
Extremely strong.
Aragon right now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points off the bat.
Yeah.
As Pete Swans gets one stub. I mean, it's fantastic. It's a good play, and you can grab quite a few more. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see me. Oh. Sorry, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He starts with, and then you can grab 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Corfu
13, 14,
Epirus 15,
15,
16.
16. You can get 16 provinces before you start looking further afield.
Now, is Crimea
you can get 17,
an
18, 19, 20, 21. No, it's not.
Now, what is this? What is this? What is this?
It's the different types of lathe, bro.
I'm that one with the hat. I've never seen you with that yellow hat before.
I will say England, I think, has an easier time at the start of the game, but frankly, getting into Aragon is going to be hard for Habibi. Oh, we do see a war against.
Let's go to Habibi here because something very interesting that I want to point out. So if we go to Habibi POV right here, we can see that he's in this war with Scotland still. However, France is out. Why? He's just given them everything here and released Cornwall. Now that does, lower the strength of his nation a little bit. But that doesn't take away any points or anything like that. But yeah, a good start.
He's down one, by the way. Look at Man, the other man.
Oh, that's right. But he can just get it back. He's fighting Scotland now.
But you know what I mean? It's just amusing.
Yeah.
I want to point out, by the way, the whole Scootage thing is a bit of an England exploit. If you can get a bunch of vassals on the mainland and then Scootage them. But something I want to point out if you want to switch over to my POV.
Yeah.
Someone's asking about the Isle of Wight over here. This doesn't count because it's attached to the province of Hampshire. So, I mean, it would count as one because you're part of England, but no, that does not independently count. Same thing up here. That's a province, if that makes sense. Being in the Med gives you a massive advantage because you can take these provinces before the Ottomans do. This is the big difference, in my opinion. I think that there should be a no-CB on the Byzantines immediately because Ottomans will take Byzantium and they will take Epirus, right? You should declare war on these guys
because Morea isn't an island at this point. Yet, right?
What
you're saying is because of
Epirus, my bad. But what I'm trying to say is the Ottomans, you want to be fighting fewer troops, if that makes sense, right? So this is a very important province to take before the Ottomans do, and so is Naxos, and so is Negroponte, and so are these other ones. You know what I mean? This is the sort of the problem that I think that Habib is going to face. I think he has an easier time getting into the Med, but I think that Florry is able to take these provinces before the Ottomans do, and I think that might be a big difference if you have to, as England, land troops in the Ottomans to fight them versus not having to fight them at all. To my POV, as we see a war deck against Portugal, Castile, and England. So that's kind of rough. I mean, we'll see if this works. So I think in this war, I mean, I need to wait for a little bit before I can actually Hang on, I can do it here. Let's see. Ceuta, Africa doesn't count as an island, to be clear, but you can take these provinces over here.
Depends.
All right, do you want to flip to your POV?
Right here, I have gone ahead and talked to him and clarified. He does know the rules. He's chill. He didn't explain to me what he's doing, but he was like, yeah, I know, vassals don't count. But
Okay.
yeah, maybe just buffing him up in a different way by releasing Meath or something like that. But
Mission
Habibi's
tree,
all good on the rules, man. Right now, still on 3 points. When he gets the Outer Hebrides back and Man back, he'll be at 5. So still at a disadvantage. Ooh. Catching a massive war live versus Denmark here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a huge war because so many provinces can be nabbed from Denmark. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got right here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So up to 9 provinces that Florry can grab in this war. Is that all possible in one war? Let me see, because Copenhagen, as we all know, is extremely high dev. So if you take these, there we go. That's 7 already. And actually, it's not enough to take Åland from Sweden right here. However, if we grab Bornholm, still no. Maybe
no.
Yeah, this is the only one that's not possible.
Can you flip to my POV? I just want to update you on how this war is going. So right now he's fighting some large nations at the same time. England doing its best to counter. Honestly, England's been more useful than Portugal and Castile. He's fought more battles against England than anyone else because Castile's so focused on sieging on Granada. This is a war for Ceuta. I think navally, he can probably do some damage here. With 16 galleys, I think he can win over here in Almeria, but it's a risk.
Yeah.
But there's a chance that the Tunisians the Moroccans will get involved if he does stop that. But he does take Toledo. It'll be interesting to see what he does here because now he can piece out the Castilians. Then
Let's
he's
go back to Habibi right here. Check out his situation.
Yeah, I'll catch you up. This is gonna be a longer war, I think.
Yeah. So sieging down Kolding right now, gotten massive naval superiority. All of his armies are right here, by the way. He's got the Free Company up as well. Some vassals, so still at the same 3 points as the War of the Roses fires right now. Really not a big deal. You just let them win. Like, delete your forts and turn off the one in London and everything and just let them win. It's really not a problem, but he should be able to enter the islands right now. Yeah, there we go. So 3 islands that can be taken right here from Denmark. War progressing well. Pieced out some of the small guys that were here, like Friesland and East Frisia, both of them. So, you know, even though Denmark might be a formidable rival at this point in the game with a loyal Sweden too, their armies are nowhere to be found.
However, if you flip to my POV, it's really like it's a tricky situation right now because England are continually landing troops constantly. I think he should win this though. Tech 4 versus Tech 3. This should be a victory if he's able to march in, and I think that should, if he's able to, because there'll be no more forts unless they retreat to. No, they can't retreat anywhere. I think if he can take this lot out, then he can stack wipe them. I would imagine he's taking this to try and get a hold on England. I imagine. I'm not too sure on that one, but like we should. If you flip to Florry directly,
Oops.
This is not Florry directly.
There you have it.
I think here we go. He's going to march in. It should be a victory, and then he should be able to. There we go. They've ran right now to probably Evora.
Oof. And we just missed that, ladies and gentlemen, because Habibi has taken heavy damage over here.
That's the galleys.
Forestland. Yeah. So unable to get the to Copenhagen right now. Most of his armies back at home fighting the war. I don't think it's the right choice. Once again, let me say that. But yeah, man, Sweden being loyal is really messing up. Now they're not loyal anymore.
You are a liar, sir.
What happens in the chat? They're not loyal anymore. Okay, so this could definitely turn the tide if he somehow manages to recover his boats and try and go back to Copenhagen, man. I think he's gonna need this too. He's got.
If you just show off the war screen, we could see the comparative natures.
Yeah. So
12
7
galleys.
heavies, 5 galleys, 3 heavies, 12 galleys.
The 12 galleys are mad.
Sweden, so yeah, if they're gonna help, I don't know, but yeah.
If you look at my POV, we have some like uncomfortable areas to fight in terms of combining the naval aspect, as you just saw with Habibi losing in Denmark. Over here, he's now building naval supremacy to go and challenge outside the Med. There's a lot to think about when it comes to this challenge. And that's why we thought it'd be a test, because it looks easier than it is. Like, you might sit there and think, oh, why aren't they getting all of them? What, like, surely this would be easy. Again, it looks a lot easier than it actually is, chat. Because fighting these wars, it's going to drain you everything. If you flip over to Habibi's, like Habibi in your POV, I guarantee he's on 0 manpower. So Habibi hasn't connected back up.
We don't have his POV.
Yeah, there you go, 0 manpower.
Zero manpower. We can't confirm that. Losing
nasty.
quite
What's
a
his
lot
debt
of money
situation?
as well. Well, way less stable than the Ming game. Obviously, Ming is a much richer and more powerful dev-wise nation than this, but still, man, definitely
What's his loan
racking up a
situation,
lot of interest. Sorry?
What's his loan situation?
Loan situation is 31 loans out of 58. So
how much is he in debt?
Definitely troubling. He is in debt quite a lot, man. He is in debt quite a lot.
But how much?
Well, where do I see that?
If you hover over like the payback one, like the one to the right of the taking a loan. The one to the right. Yeah.
Right. 3,899 ducats.
So if you flip to my POV, I want to show something a little bit nerve-wracking for Florry. We're not even halfway through. 31 loans out of 39.
Oof. These guys
getting to, this is this is a nasty war.
Not even
and that's why I was that's what I was saying about this war being a little bit of a confusing one. I think it would have been better. He would have been better served swallowing some. Oh, there we go. The Ottomans declaring war on the Ottoman conquest of Corfu.
Ooh.
See, he's fighting for fewer, as many provinces as 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces he could get from Venice, right? Which is comparative. He has taken land over here off of Castile, which is impressive. So he's got an extra 2, so he's on 9 points right now. Florry is. So he's very much distinctly in the lead, but pushing his nation further for it, and that is maybe a siege that's going to cost him. And that's another. Let's see, 1, 2 provinces. So right now I'm going to count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 provinces for Florry.
Very
14,
strong.
very strong.
He did start off with a higher number count.
It's where he goes from now,
Even higher. Yeah, it's where he goes from here. But yeah, after the previous challenge, you all seem to favor Habibi. This time, a lot more votes for Florry. Speaking of Habibi, let's see how his game is progressing right here. Chugging along nicely versus Denmark. The war score that we need for this to take the most provinces and then get this to be able to spy on Goatland, 97. Aggressive expansion, really not that bad. He's not going to get coalition, but for this, man, he needs to take down quite a lot more forts as Sweden prepares to defend its territory. Tricky nation to fight. They are at Tech 4. That infantry compatibility is nasty, but he does win that battle because he also has Tech 4. So, yeah, man, to get this right here, as he gets the last jousting tournament, he does need Kalmar, he does need the Norwegian capital, and he does need Stockholm, I think.
So,
Denmark unconditional.
Nice, very big. That's huge for him because that was some
Yeah.
nasty forts he had to take.
That was an annoying
Both of our
All right,
players
there we go. He
getting their
pieces out.
first. Look at that.
Now let's count Habibi's game. Now is the time to do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Florry last check was 12, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11.
Is that 11?
Yep. The Bornholm is 11.
Okay, right. I thought you counted the one in Scandinavia.
No. So just like that, he's
people are saying Rugen is an island as well, but you have to type
is
the
an island,
HRE
that's
for
right.
that.
Yeah.
Look, do you mind flipping to my POV?
Let's do that.
Because we have a war deck against against the Venetians to also take the island, the island of Rhodes over here, which I think is going to be very, very important. I think it's a little late to the party. The Ottomans are already here. Yeah. Now, he's called in Austria, but there's something Florry might not have noticed that I've seen. He can get an alliance with the Poles.
Who
would help him against the Ottomans. Now, the Austrians would very much be up for it, and then he would outnumber them. The Ottomans, weak allies, and generally weak gameplay from the Ottomans roughly so far. They're not doing terribly, but they're not doing well.
Yeah, for sure.
It depends how much they take.
This was a check on Venice, right?
Yes, it was.
Are Rhodes and Cyprus in this war?
Rhodes are, so the Knights are, Cyprus is not. So, but I think he can definitely take Venice in this war, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It depends if the Ottomans decide they want land, right? Because the Ottomans will probably take a couple of provinces here.
But let's go back to Habibi.
Or is it 14? Sorry, 14.
His next moves here. So spying on the Isles, that's gonna put him up at 12, right? Spying on Goatland, let's check out their allies. Tricky. But that could put him up at 13. He can do Osel right here. He can still do Åland at the end if needed. He can always truce break Sweden, right? But you're definitely right about the fact that he has some difficult wars coming up, because these provinces right here, man, that Florry already owns in his game, or is about to own, at least some of these, Habibi is so far off from them. How does he even fight Portugal, his ally, for Madeira and the Azores? How does he fight Castile, that's allied to Austria and Portugal?
Well, I don't think he has. I don't think he should fight Castile in any. He should avoid that entirely, and presumably
there's a war with Gotland.
I can't say I agree with that course of action. I think he's trying to pick up easy provinces, which fair. I mean, this is objectively a good move. I think he should know CB Aragon before each year he waits. The Iberian wedding could happen. If you don't mind flipping to my POV, I just want to show something off real quick.
Let's do that.
Venice, despite the fact they're fighting against Ottomans, Aragon, and Austria, have been destroying Austria. Like, it's not been close. Yeah. They've been like, if it wasn't for the Ottomans, like they were handily beating the Austrians. They stacked them about 4 times. You can see Austria has like 9k left because about 30,000, 40,000 men have been killed.
So strong.
Let's see, has he pieced out?
4 minutes in
No, nice. Cyprus. I didn't realize Cyprus was in the war. Cyprus.
Nice.
That's huge, because that means he does not have to fight the Mamluks for Cyprus, which was going to be a bit of an issue.
That's the way to go, for sure.
Have we given our players warnings?
No. Let's give them a 25.
I'll give them 25-minute warning now. 24.
Yeah, for sure. So in the meantime, Habibi continues his war versus Gotland right here. Muscovy is in it as well. Will he really be fighting Muscovy? Not sure here, folks. Depending on what he needs, these guys may just unconditionally surrender sooner or later or whatever. But yeah, after that, it's got to be the Livonians, I think. Sweden, and after that, really, it's no one left here. I mean, except the fact that he's got to do the Alps, but that's an easy one we're not even considering. Let's do that.
Oh, that's you just missed. There's an Aragonese stack wipe at the hands of the Venetians, who again are like fighting tooth and nail. It's frankly, it's kind of frightening how effective these hit and run tactics are. There's 15,000 angry Venetians. Look, they're going to do it again. I mean, these guys are terrifying. Yep. Another stack wipe. Like they've look at how many troops they've killed. Look how many troops the Venetians have killed. 80,000. They've killed 80,000 troops.
Last week, I don't know who I was playing. I ended up in a war with Venice. I was like, how do these guys have so many troops? I open up the ledger. Force limit is 40. They had 100,000 troops.
No,
all of them mercs.
Ridiculous.
All of them mercs. Force limit
Venice
40.
Are ridiculous.
They had 100,000 troops. So Venice is absolutely insane, chat, with their super powered economy,
over
man.
Here. Look at that.
They can literally farm.
He's managed to secure Crete, which is very important to stop the Ottomans from taking it. Very, very important.
Did you count those Genoese provinces that he nabbed? Lesbos and the other one.
Oh, no, I did not. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 on top. So we've got 17 now. Florry up to 17. A very, very good showing.
Yeah, so if we go back to Habibi right here, he got a stack wipe off on the Muscovite troops right here in Denmark. He sieged down Gotland. He's actually even landing in St. Petersburg right here, as we can see, ladies and gentlemen. I think he only needs probably 1 or 2 forts with Muscovy right here. But about 20 minutes in, man, I think the question on everyone's mind is, sure, he's going to get Gotland. He's going to get the Isles. He can probably get Åland as well. If we're being real, Sweden just decked
that is a war for a province, I think you need to be thinking bigger than that.
Yeah, but that's the thing, what I was getting to.
What does he do?
When does he go here? Does he even go here?
Yes.
Right?
I mean, 10 minutes ago. Before the Gotland
still free. They're not a republic, so Iberian winning can still happen. They do have a female ruler who's a regency for a guy and 2 guys in Castile. So if he can,
he's firstly, cheers to the subscription. Secondly, look at Castile in terms of how friendly he is.
Yeah,
he can straight into
ally them and get their help. Spying on the Livonians already. Let's go ahead and do that.
Look at this. And now, like the Venetians, they just everywhere. They surely they've run out of manpower. They lost their capital, but they're still scrapping. Yeah. Like I think he's called in. Oh, for a second, I thought he called in Milan. No, like everyone's struggling against the Venetians. Like no one can get full war score against them, and I think that's very that's kind of important for him. Yeah, flip to BB.
Take us through. decked on the Isles as well, and just pieced out Goatland. So that puts him at 12 right there. This is gonna put him at 13. Flying on the Livonians, got a claim on Osel. Oh, they've allied Poland. They weren't allied to Poland just a few months ago, and Poland does have Lithuania and Moldavia.
It's not worth it for one province. He's got 17 minutes left. He needs to find his way into the Mediterranean
Not
somehow.
at all. Not at all. Not at all.
And he must know that. Now, I want to point out something that's happened over in Florry's game. So I showed off an event.
Yeah.
That was it said cute girl, which is kind of a weird thing for an event, but it gave him a 064 with a weak air. Interesting. He declared war on the Livonians, which actually brings into Scotland. That starts of a line, but we'll get into that in a second. Nice. So, but that gave him De Valois on the throne, right?
Mm-hmm.
They claimed his throne.
Oh,
where's it gone? He must have been. What happened? What? They claimed his throne. Where's the? Oh, there. It's over here. Sorry. What? Where is it? They claimed his throne. What happened? How did he get rid of it?
Disinherited?
No, he had what?
Well, he still got the Valois.
It's a weak. What?
Well, someone else came in place or something. He got an error or something.
Yeah, maybe. No clue. Anyway, so let me take you through why this is such a good war. Right over here, you have the Livonians, which is a province. If he's able to do it, I mean, frankly, he can probably release an attack. Estonia, right?
Yeah.
That vassalize and then seize potentially. Over here, the important thing, and this is how fantastic this is, he's circumnavigated the alliance with France as well as going towards his goal. This man, I think he just topped up his PayPal, and Mr. John Parrot's just received an influx of ducats. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. That's very it's very fortunate. Very good for Explodic, because personally, I'm spectating his game and I didn't see it. But that's great because he gets 1-2 provinces over here, and look up here.
Now, why did this happen? Going back to Habibi right here, he just pieced out the Isles, but gave it to Scotland. Now, sure, he can seize it, right?
I think it's
he can do that, but
it's just a misclick.
Just to save admin points or a misclick, you think? Maybe?
Misclick. 100% misclick. Why would he save admin points? He's got 531.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's got to remember to seize it.
That is kind of rough.
Kind of weird, bro. Not gonna lie. But yeah, when I hopped in to give him that 15-minute warning, all I heard was, "Are you kidding me?" As he decks on the Teutons, calling in Poland, who he's allied to, and that is how he works around that.
But it's just one province,
Polish alliance.
And he's not gonna get it done. It's like he's not like this war's gonna take him 4 minutes, let's say, right? Let's assume it's gonna take 4 minutes. If it does take him 4 minutes, then he has 8 minutes to fight a larger war.
Chat.
Now, firstly, is that not the worst Hungary you've ever seen, the biggest Bosnia you've ever seen, and a Transylvania to boot? But also,
that is disgusting.
The Ottomans did end up taking these islands, including Rhodes. So that's a lot. They also took Crete, by the way, which he had control of but lost the rebels. So they seized their opportunity.
It's very rare that they do all of
that. Very
rare, early, isn't it?
So after all of that, he takes one province off of Venice. And that's again why I think it was probably a better choice to go after Venice initially, to take an Epirus. Venice and Epirus should have been the first wars, because you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 provinces immediately, and then you go for the others. I mean, 8, 9, 10 if you're thinking about Genoa.
And there's an OCB on Aragon. There it is.
There, I'll be fair. Oh, we didn't get access from Castile.
I mean, he can land in France and just walk over.
Yeah, but he's exiled. You know what I mean? Like, how does he take the provinces? Not how does he annex?
I mean, yeah, he can't.
So, I mean, check out the releasing nations. He can probably release all the nations, right? If he releases,
he can't.
Don't release Catalonia.
OCB.
So release
Majorca, Sardinia, and Sicily. He still can't do all 3.
No, he's gonna have to do 2 new. I mean, you prioritize, right? You don't do Sicily and you go for Majorca and Sardinia, and then go from there because they're cheaper. If you flip to my POV though, Florry is over here. He's suffering massive attrition, but he has concluded his war. Denmark. I think he is keeping he hasn't actually sieged these guys down, so they'll probably keep this until last. But yeah, going off to Denmark, because the Danes are severely weakened by fighting England, Scotland, Muscovy, you name it, they're fighting him.
Yeah.
So he could potentially take 3 provinces here. Like,
Yeah, but
I mean,
sieging down a couple of provinces here.
Maybe
The
5
thing
minute
is,
warning.
though, to take, well, actually, yeah, to take a province in Sicily, he's gonna need Messina. Yeah, that's right. He can't take Sicily unless he sieges it. He does need to siege down Messina, but luckily with all the boats that he has, man, he can bomb these provinces to hopefully take them down. At this point, man, with just 4 minutes remaining, you gotta barrage, you gotta assault, you gotta do everything possible right here. It's always been Barcelona? Maybe you guys are right. But there we go. He still, why is it?
Flip to your POV. There we go.
Yo, why does he need 480
Corruption.
to take this? Ah, that's
Corruption
right.
plus
The
Falcos, right?
corruption. Yeah. I'm just seeing it now. So not as much as I said.
But it won't matter actually. Like he's not limited by like the amount of diplo power he's creating, if that makes sense. Like he's fine on that front. He's limited by him being able to get there.
Yeah.
How many troops does he have left? Ooh, he doesn't have that many troops left. He's trying to stave off bankruptcy as long as possible. I think you might have exploited
just
companies.
It's just more
Yeah,
companies.
I
Let's
think
go to the
I think
final 5 screen if we can, but maybe
with
a
your
minor
POV
late
in there,
POVs. Yeah.
Okay, Midge has panically told us he's
Yano
fixing
and
it.
entered Italy here. So yeah, man, it is all coming down.
It's going to be close. He has to win the siege quite quickly. But
he does. He's still got Messina to take through. That's the problem. That's
how
what
much
makes
is he
me
losing per
not
month?
believe this, but he is losing 40 ducats a month, so he's got like.
You say he needs Messina. Sometimes you don't. If there is an uncon, and you never know when uncons happen.
Yeah.
But he has to take.
Allies are still here, man. You know, it's gonna be very tight, chat. It's gonna be very tight.
I mean, he needs to get in and assault that Barcelona fort. That's what needs to happen.
He's gotten colonial range.
He needs to dive in.
Check because he has no diplo guy.
You can still check if you go on the war screen.
Yes, now he can. Now he can, but no. He can only take 3 more, chat. And he's gone bankrupt. Yep, there we go. He's gone bankrupt. Good start by Habibi, man. Unfortunately, falling apart a little bit right here in the final 5 minutes. Now, it's definitely not all over for him, but
it's close.
You know, realistically, we can, with pretty high certainty, say that we're going to have a 3rd duel right here.
I mean, that's kind of hype, though.
That is very hype because I think that is what
if you are hyped for a 3rd duel, we get to see these guys play again for content. It's not going to be a sweep. It's 1-1 and it's still anyone's game. Habibi, I mean, he does now get a chance to sort of sit, recuperate a little bit.
Yeah.
Aragon, I mean, I'm surprised. Aragon does seem to have been the stronger pick, personally. Which is surprising. I'll put my hands up and say that is surprising to me because I would not have thought that. Florry's still trying to finish up this war with Denmark. I don't think he's gonna be able to get it because just war score cost for some reason has now gone up to 101%.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Maybe a province devved, so he's not gonna be able to take everything he wanted.
Something changed.
Which is a shame for him, of course. Maybe if he's... Oh, there we go. There's the vassalization. Hawk, can you give him a 2-minute warning, please? And then, you know, I'll give him 20 seconds.
Yes, I will.
So I think, yeah. All right, we're gonna have to be a bit more on that. I'm afraid I have my chat, like the chat blocking the timer on the screen. Habibi looks like he's a little bit disappointed with how his game has gone. We'll give him a 30-second warning as well, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Although I think Florry, Habibi's still playing, but I don't think there's so much to it.
Yeah.
Habibi bankrupted on purpose to give us our 3rd game. What a great content creator. I mean, let's just spam Habibi in chat, like W Habibi, because that is clearly the plan here. That's what the bookies are saying. As Florry looks to, I mean, he's probably going to have to, barrage here. I'll give him a 30-second warning. But then we're gonna have to. Oh, he's assaulting, and I think that will probably be.
He might be able to nab that as well, ladies and gentlemen. That would be actually crazy if Florry does end up taking provinces from Denmark too. It would make a really strong showing. There we go. As Lath goes in to warn our players of the final 30 seconds left. But I think Habibi's just chilling in this war because it literally doesn't matter. It's not like he's gonna lose anything. He's not even gonna gain anything. Right now, he's probably thinking where he went wrong. I think he knows he didn't do
It's
too
done.
well because he has just gone up in frustration, probably to get another 90-gallon jug to quench his thirst. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done.
Florry doesn't know that he's won. That's the thing. I mean, we can let's count. Let's do the counting right now. Flip to your POV first, so we give Habibi a chance to.
Let's go to Habibi right here. No need to drag this out. The challenge was, damn, island hopping. They needed to own a province on as many islands as possible. Habibi chose England, and his score is 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't seize the Outer Hebrides from Scotland. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, moving on here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and, you know, if we even take a look at this map mode, that is the score that Habibi put up. 14 provinces on, you know, 14
Okay, and if you flip to my POV, again, we won't drag this one out. We can see a very impressive performance over here by Florry. Still had some more in the gas tank, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
England 10.
10, 11. I counted that.
No, Cornwall.
12. Okay, I'll start again. Yeah, I know, but I counted this one.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's fine. We'll start again. That's okay. No, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cornwall is 8. 9 over here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I mean, that's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal from Florry there. I mean, it's peak gameplay. There's not really much else you can say about that apart from what a performance, what a player. And he does do enough to take it to the final. This is going to be the longest ever we've done. The longest ever episode. It's 1-to-1. Yeah. It's everything to play for. It's going to come down to the final hour.
This is it, chat. After all, it does come down to one game. As always, you can battle it out no matter how much you want, but it's always gonna come down to that final.
It's been 1.5 months. It's been 5 weeks. This is now the 6th week, and it's all gonna come down to one game.